This is Jerry, welcome to the channel. Today is a complete tutorial video on the Tank 500 infotainment screen, the big touch display in the center. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to know how to control these things, the full complete tutorial video. As always, you can find all the timestamps down below if you to skip forward if you wish to. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to subscribe and like, that would be really helpful for the channel. Small disclaimer, this particular vehicle is the Ultra spec in New Zealand version, so it has all the features. If you buy in the Lux, you may miss some of the features. Feel free to skip forward if you see those things. Alright, this is how the screen looks like for the main menu. Under the main menu, you get the vehicle, so if you click this, it'll go into the off-road settings, which is fun. And then you get some sliding bars on the top. This is personalizable, so if you click and hold, you can actually drag this along to different category or different areas if you wish. You do have a drop-down menu, that's the quick guidance button. You can change the volume and brightness on the left. You can quickly go into the system or quickly switch on and switch off, let's say Bluetooth or surround video or even HUD, things like that. If you click and hold one of these buttons, it will go into the direct menu of whichever function. For example, click and hold, it will go into Wi-Fi, or click and hold stabilize direction, that's going to the drive things like that. You can do that. You can also go into the custom. You are able to personalize these things. For example, there are 16 sort of columns you can select. If you delete, let's say HUD, you can then add ambient lighting in it. So depends whatever you like, you can personalize this for you. After that, confirm, and then that's just that. Swipe up, that's all gone. If we go back to the home screen again, on the top you get temperature display, time display, and some of the notification about your voice, about the navigation, about your Bluetooth and phone connectivity or inbuilt SIM card, things like that. So that's the home screen. On the right hand side, you get direct bars. This bar shows all the controls, all the phones, or the apps that's available on this particular screen. This one goes directly into the car setting. This one goes directly to your phone or Bluetooth or functions. This one goes directly into your aircon. So you get tons of aircon controls. This one goes directly into your inbuilt navigation. First, let's talk about aircon. So whenever you want to go into aircon, click this menu or go into underneath. You get all the direct buttons for aircon controls. And to change anything, this is the front rear demister, front windscreen defrost, recirculation, fan speed, hazard light. The mode allows you to change the direction for the aircon to the top, bottom, whatever. AC on off, auto on off, and on and off for the aircon. Or press this button to shut off the music, everything, if the music is playing. The aircon screen does display for some seconds, then it will disappear. On the top of the aircon, you can actually select the rear and front. It has a really cool animation, allow you to control these things from the driver's side. You can also control the seats for the rear passengers as well. At the front, you can also control other things, direct buttons on the top again. Plus, you get all these controls underneath for your heated steering, for your heating and cooling seats, again, if equipped. After that, you also got small settings for your fragrance. You can do low, medium or high. That's actually quite cool. You are able to change whatever you like for the fragrance. If you want to personalize that, you can do gentle, standard or powerful mode on the automatic AC mode. You can also enable the turn AC quickly. It just means when you start the vehicle, the AC screen will pop up just like that. You can also enable the auto defogging. Just 1 second. That just means whenever you switch on the vehicle, and auto defogging in the morning will switch on automatically. So some features for you to select. Next in the main panel, and this is the time display, this is the total range, but if you click that, you can go into the hybrid motor. So the hybrid motor does have a thing called the battery pack active temperature regulation, very long name. It just means when you are driving in extremely cold weather, the battery itself automatically heats itself up, so you get a little bit more heat protection, or it's not going to be too cold, whatever. You can enable and disable, but in most cases in New Zealand, maybe not useful. Energy trend, it just shows the energy consumption. You can do whatever you like with that screen. And here is the music, depends on what source you are playing, USB, music, whatever, you can do that. Navigation, you can go through that. You can do quick search, quick home, quick work address if they are saved. You can do the phone connectivity over here. You can do the FM radio over here. Let's go into the menu bar to go through all these things first. So let's do car setting. Under the car setting, we have in vehicle. In vehicle, you have the first thing under driver's seat. Under driver's seat, you get position. So that means if you want to save the current position I'm sitting in, click and hold. That will save. Now the position 1 has been saved. If I change the seats anytime, I just need to single click the position 1. It will go to my position 1. So nice and easy. Because this one has the electric steering, you can also memorize the steering function as well. Next, you can do the driver seat welcome. That just means when you step in the vehicle, the steering automatically goes forward, the seat automatically goes backwards, so it creates a little bit more room for you to step in. When you start the vehicle, they all come to your position. Driver seat massage, you can enable the massage, just like that. Then you can enable the massage type. So there's so many things you can do. You can also do the massage seat level, medium, high, or whatever. So yeah, quite a lot of cool things for you to select. I'll turn it off for now. Next one is the front passenger seat. Same with the driver side, you can do whatever you like, exactly same functions. Heads-up display, that's available on the Ultra spec. I think the Lux may have it as well. Anyway, disable, enable whenever you like. You can enable navigation, you can enable smart drive, so it shows the information over here. And you can do the snow mode, just means the color and all that things goes to the blue color instead of white. And you can do the HUD adjustment, the height, brightness, whatever. You can also do the steering adjustments. So you can click angle, you can click brightness, then use the volume control on the left to do whatever you like for the heads-up display. Anyway, that's pretty much that. Cabin monitoring, I've spoken about this under the driving assistance package. You can check the link down below. So basically you can turn on and off for this monitor two things. Wireless charging, you can enable and disable. It's just in this pad. Outside the vehicle, we have door lock. So we have smart key. So whenever you do the smart key automatic lock, when you're leaving the vehicle, it just means if you close the door and just walk away, it automatically locks. If you do not enable that, you do need to lock it from your key or from the door. Automatically unlocking, it just means when you approach the vehicle without you tapping anything on the key or on the door, it automatically unlocks all the doors. That's up to you. Unlock after power off, it just means when you switch off the vehicle motor, automatically unlocks all the doors, so quite handy to do that. Locking reminder, it just means if you are further from distance, you lock the vehicle, but the vehicle is already locked, it will just give you a flash. But if you want to do, you can do horn, you can do both, whichever you like. Mirror, you can do forward and forward, so it's up to you. If you forward, that will just go in. You do get the button on the door side anyway. Side mirror folding, you can do manual or auto. Auto just means when you lock the vehicle, automatically that will fold. Side mirror auto adjust when reversing, you can do driver side or passenger side. Just means when you put on reverse, the mirror tilts itself a little bit, so you can see the rear tire or whatever the curb. You can also enable the function called adjust the side mirror using steering. I don't know why you need that, because you get the physical button on your door side anyway. This is more like a Tesla feature added to a GWM vehicle. I'm not interested. Next one is windows. Speed-based automatic window closing just means when your windows are not closed or not fully closed, if you drive to a certain case, the vehicle will wind up the window automatically. If you turn it off, it doesn't do that. You can also enable the automatic window closing unlocking. Just means when you lock the vehicle, if your window is still open, it will just close automatically for you. Sunroof opening control by speed. It just means if your speed goes high, it may not be able to open the sunroof, something like that. I hope I'm correct on this part. You can also manually select sunroof and sunshade to allow it open, just like that if you wish. But again, you do have direct buttons on the top of the roof if you need to. Electric set step. So on this Ultra spec, you get the electric set step. If you disable that, it's not coming out. It just stays there in case you are doing off-road or whatever. Otherwise, switch it on. You can also do a roof mode, just means the side step will come out all the way and it will stay there. That just means you want to step on to put anything on tent, on your roof racks, whatever. Disable it if you do not want it. In special side step mode, disabled, it just means if your vehicle is switched to full drive mode, any mild snow, whatever you select, if you enable this, the side step will not come out when you do off-road or anything like that, just for extra safety. Next is the lights. Under the personalization, you can have the active welcome lights. Just means when you unlock the vehicle, the headlight will stay on for some seconds before you jump in or before you start the vehicle. power saving delay. It just means if I'm running the vehicle stationary without moving the vehicle at all, the headlights will automatically switch off within some minutes, whatever you select. So that's quite cool. Next is the ceiling light delay. Just means when you switch off the vehicle, the ceiling light will stay on for some seconds before, so you can still see the surroundings in the vehicle. Next is the follow home delay. Just means when you turn off the vehicle and the vehicle headlight will stay on for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or whatever you select, or do not stay on. So you can see your surrounding areas if you like. Front vehicle mode reminder just means when you can't locate your vehicle, if your vehicle is locked, just click the lock button from distance on your keyblade. The vehicle give you flash and horn, or just flash, or just horn, whichever you like. So you can locate your vehicle in the big car park. Hazard light on emergency brake. That's quite standard. You want to keep this on. If you slam the brake, your hazard light will flash, so people know you are actually doing an emergency braking. Welcome lights. That's when you approach the vehicle, before you start the vehicle or anything like that, the lights all switch on, so you know that's coming. Next is the ambient light. You can switch this on and off whenever you like. You can change the brightness up and down. You can change the surface ambient light just based on the surface around the vehicles to different theme, rhythm, a single color, multi-color, flowing color, whatever you like. There's quite a lot of things. And the flowing color is actually you can change different sort of colors you want they flow sort of thing. You can also change the profile ambient color if you like to different rhythm. You can do the zone display setting, you can do the driver, you can do the passenger, or you can disable the driver and passenger, all that things. So that's again quite cool. Next we have the drive, so you can do the driving mode memory. So it just means whenever you switch the drive mode to sport or normal, next time you jump in the vehicle, it will memorize as sport or normal. This is up to you whether you like it or not. Otherwise it will switch on the vehicle, it's always starting at normal. Dynamic steering torque control, DST, just small things. You want to read this, depends on how you like it. It will just improving driving dynamics on certain conditions. Mostly cases, if you're driving on city, you do not have to use that. Steering north straight reminder, just when you stop the vehicle, it'll give you a reminder. I don't think that's necessary. Fatigue driving reminder just means if you're continuously driving the vehicle for too long, it's going to give you a reminder, so you need to take a rest. Steering wheel assist modes, you can do light, which is very gentle, comfort, balanced, sport, very heavy, so you can change how the steering feels. Energy recovery level, you can do low, normal, or high. It just means when you release the accelerator pedal, the vehicle gives you brake motion so that it saves some battery, sends some battery back to the battery. So help with the efficiency. You can choose how heavy that level is. Next is the park. You can do the 360 surround view camera, things like that. I have done a full tutorial video on the Tank 300, which is identical to this one, so I won't need to talk with everything over here. Smart Drive, again, I've done a full tutorial video on the whole package of how the system driving works, things like that. You can check the video down below. This is just about settings. Other, you can reset the vehicle if you wish to. Next, go back to the settings. We can have a look at the connection. Again, you can connect your devices to this Bluetooth. Next, you can do hotspot, so create a hotspot so people can play games or communicate with each other in the vehicle or something like that. It's not really a Wi-Fi or whatever. Next is the Wi-Fi. You can use the vehicle system to connect to Wi-Fi, maybe download things or whatever you need. Generally speaking, you don't have to use that at the moment. Sound, you can change all your sound settings and all that things, volume, everything. Small settings, you can check adaptive starting volume. So it just means if your volume is really high when you stop the vehicle last time, it will automatically adjust itself to be a reasonable volume when you next time step in the vehicle. Multimedia volume reduction during navigation podcasts just means when your navigation is announcing something, your music automatically reduces. Income voice call announcements just means if someone do a voice call or something like that, it'll give you an announcement. You can also enable system audio reminder, alarm voice podcast. This is all up to you. I personally may not like the alarm voice podcast. You want a ping sound, don't want the full audio, so it's up to you. Audible car warnings, low, medium, or high. You can choose the volume of that things. I think low, medium is probably okay for most people. Speed sensitive volume control, you can do low, medium, high, or off. It just means when your speed goes up, your music volume automatically boosts up, so you can hear it be clear through the speakers as the road noise is higher on high speed. Sound effect settings, so you can adjust the sound effect. You can also adjust it on the steering. If you're driving, you may want to use this, otherwise you can just go to the screen. You can do the stereo or you can do the surround sound, whichever you like. You can do active noise reduction or noise cancellation, whichever you like, and reset these things, whichever you like. Next is the display. You can do auto brightness mode, just means that day and night, is adjust the auto brightness. I'm totally okay with that. You can trickily change the instrument screen brightness, which is your dashboard. You can do the central control screen, which is here, up and down. You can also adjust the vehicle backlight brightness, which is your sort of indication like your lights or your panels lights, things like that. You can do the time display. You can adjust the time, New Zealand, Auckland. You can change your tire pressure unit to PSI, kPa, whatever you like. Most people like PSI in New Zealand. You can do temperature units. You can do metrics units over here. Personalization, you can do it voice recognition to the GWM system. You can just say hello GWM, then notification. You can do all sorts of things, sunroof, windows, call someone, all that things. I may have to do a tutorial on this because that would be too much to talk about in this particular video. Driving screen display, you can change different modes, but you can change it on your driving screen anyway to go into the settings. Steering wheel, you can personalize the plus button on the left and plus button on the right to whatever you like. If you select the phone, it'll just go directly phone, or 360, it'll go directly to 360. This is purely up to you. Privacy, just some privacy notice or whatever. You've already allowed navigation or off-road, things like that. System, you can do system update, all that things. I'm not sure how this is being done, but maybe in the future we'll be able to know. You can also reset and restore if you wish to. After that, you get the power. Again, that's the same as we talk about in the home screen. Navigation, I have done that on the Tank 300. So if you want, check the link down below. Just click this to search wherever you want. And then you can do the settings over here. Just small settings over here. You can do the volume up and down. You can do the navigation, so the graphic over here, up and down as well. So that's pretty much it for the navigation. Off-road mode, I just show and display what's the conditions, what's the things in there. Deflog on and off, rolling angles, pitch angles, attitude, and all that things are here with the off-road mode. CarPlay and Android Auto. I believe most wired is totally fine. I believe some may have wireless Apple CarPlay, but I'm not 100% sure. Do check your local specification. Next is the radio, so just click the radio. You can change whatever AM, FM. In New Zealand, DAB is not available. Otherwise, we can click the list to see all the music bands, or we can click favorites. Under the music bands, we can heart it. That means it will save at this collection. Or you can go cycle, just search all the radio stations for you. Whenever you want to change the radio station, you just single click to go to the 0.1 next radio station, or single click over here. You'll scan the code and reach out to the next available station for you. So that's how that works. If you want to save over here, you can also click this to save. That means you can see your favorite over here. So that's how that works with the radio station. Next, you can go to the music. If you connect to your smartphone or anything like that, you can do USB, CarPlay, Android Auto. Everything can be connected just like that. And you can do USB video only when the vehicle is stationary, not moving. You can watch the movie from here again to the USB underneath. Phone, you can connect your smartphone just like that. You can see your contacts, you can see your call history whenever your phone is connected and authorized. Next part, the message and users. I haven't figured out how to use that. Maybe it's a future video. I'm not sure that's something available in New Zealand, Australian market. That's a talk and they're working on it at the moment. If I do, I'll let you know in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Alright, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoy the contents. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and like. That would be really, really helpful for the channel. As always, I will see you next video.